Hey guys, I hope that you're doing really well and it's a really wonderful day today. So I'm gonna talk about something that's not gonna be a learning exactly. It won't be something that you have to take note of, something that you have to learn, a breakthrough kind of a thing. It might be a breakthrough for you, but it's just something that I have been thinking about for some time, something that I have seen over and over and over again, and I feel that I should talk about it in this video. Okay, so in this video we're going to talk about perfection, as the title says. Okay, something about perfection. I've seen it in movies as well. If you have seen Tron Legacy, not the old Tron, the Tron Legacy movie, if you remember the end, what the father said, the creator guy, what he says to his clone, if you remember all that, so that scene got me thinking about something. Yeah, if you haven't seen Tron Legacy, go do watch it. Seriously, I think so it's in Disney Hotstar. Yeah, it's in Disney Hotstar. So go and watch it. It's like really cool. Now, if you're not into sci-fi, well, don't watch it. Anyways, if you are, go watch it. If you have watched it, you remember it, good. If you don't remember it, go watch it again. Come on. Anyways, I'm not sponsoring movies or anything. Just get to the point. That is perfection. Now, the thing of perfection, many people have done this. I also had done this a lot of the times. I am that kind of a person who wants things to be in a particular way, and unless that thing is not done in that particular way, I'll not be able to finish that thing. I'll keep on doing it until I reach that point that I find it perfect. That was what was messing with me and was making me unable to finish the things in my life, finish goals or reach goals even. So that's something that I had gone through, and I feel that you might have been also going through this. So this video is gonna be dedicated towards. So let's just start this video. Let's go down with it, and I'm gonna talk about two parts of it. Okay, people usually use two excuses that I've seen very commonly when the concept of perfection comes, and the concept of perfection becomes an excuse for delaying or not doing something. Okay, it's in the case of first not starting. Usually when we don't start, it's usually one of the many common excuses that we say is that I'm looking for the perfect timing. Well, sad news that there is no perfect timing for anything. Okay, so that's where the concept of perfect comes. And another way that the concept of perfection comes is when we are doing something, we want it to be just perfect. Now, again, perfection, when you're trying to make something perfect, what you're gonna do is that you're gonna keep on working towards it, and it's really far, because perfection is not non-existent. I would say nothing is perfect. Why nothing is perfect? Because there's always something or the other that will, what is that word? Something or the other which will go amiss. Something that is wrong, something that you haven't done, something that is not working. There will always be an error that is there to rectify. Even if there is no error, there will be some improvements, some creative way of improving on it further, because nothing is perfect. Because think about it, if something was truly perfect, that'll be the dead end. If you have seen my playlist, I have put something there, a video on perfection. One of these anime characters said, okay, so I'm just paraphrasing the guy a little bit. I found it really morally enlightening for me, because think about it, if something was truly perfect, something that you no longer had to improve, there was nothing to improve, there's nothing to rectify, there's nothing to change it, that would be the end of it. Don't you think that will be the end of that thing? Because you would not be able to pursue it further. That's where the ending comes. That's where stagnancy comes. If something is truly perfect, you're gonna stagnate. If you find something to be perfect, like in all entirety, if you find something to be perfect, you're gonna stagnate. you're gonna say that's perfect, so there's nothing to be worked on. And you'll just sit around, you'll not do anything, because you'll say, well, the perfection has not come, or the perfection has come, now I don't have to do anything towards it. And that breeds stagnancy, and that breeds, apathy and whatnot, So be aware of these things. This video is all about increasing that awareness that you might be doing. So ask yourself, are you giving these excuses to yourself that I'll finish it only after this thing is perfect, that thing is perfect, or I made this perfect? Are you giving these kind of excuses? Or are you not starting something because you're looking for a perfect timing? Okay? See, I have always understood that there's never a perfect timing. I was also that kind of a person who looked for perfect timing. Okay, the timing is right, I'll start it then. There is never the right timing for anything. Honestly, nothing. There's not a right timing for anything in life. You know why? Because our concept of perfection keeps on shifting. If you think, no, perfection, no one can reach a perfection. The reason why you can't reach perfection is because your concept of perfection keeps on changing. If you reach to a particular goal and you think that after that goal it's perfect, once you reach that goal, you'll say, no, this is not perfect, that will be perfect. Your concept of perfection and what you call perfect keeps on evolving, keeps on changing. So if you're looking for the perfect timing, what's going to happen? That timing that you deem to be perfect, even when you come in that timing, you will say, no, this timing is not perfect. The timing that I'm talking about right now, that is perfect. Well, like that, things will never happen. You will never start. You will say, I'm still waiting for the perfect timing. It's 70 years, I'm still waiting for the perfect timing. I don't know, when the hell will I get the perfect timing? And that is just weird. 70 years? Waiting for perfect timing? Seriously? I would seriously be like this. 70 years. Perfect timing. So don't do that thing of doing the 70-year thing, okay? Seriously, it's just too much, okay? So try to see that even if the timing is not perfect, even if it's something you don't want to do because it makes you uncomfortable or makes you work more, understand what you can do to start it off and to be able to pursue it. If that means you have to leave something, and if you're ambitious, if you're motivated and you want to do that thing regardless of whatever it is, you're not going to look for a perfect timing. You will just jump into it and leave other things. Okay? So never latch on to too many things. Do one thing at a time. If you're trying to make improvement in yourself, do one improvement, solve one problem, and then go to the other problems. Okay? One problem at a time. Don't take multiple problems and think that you're like Superman or Flash or something and you'll just fix all those problems in a second. It won't happen. One problem at a time. I have done this a lot. I had multiple things in my head because I'm that kind of person. My mind is relentless. It just, thinks about thousands of things. Okay? And comes up with thousands of ideas which I want to try. Sadly, I can't try thousands of ideas. I can only try one idea at a time. So I'm doing that. Even when it's seriously really annoying that I can only try one idea, I still try one idea. So don't look out for 100 ideas and try to do those 100 ideas, okay? So this is something that I thought that would be important to mention. Usually I digress. This is me digressing. Let me go back to the point. The point was that if you are doing something, if you are doing this delaying act by calling some timing perfect, don't do that. Okay? The second thing that I'm going to talk about is what happens when you're during a particular task or something that you're doing and you're saying that I won't go to the next step until this is perfect, until that is perfect. Again, nothing will be perfect. There will be time where you won't be, doing it properly. There are times where you won't be able to do it properly. And that's understandable. You have to understand that okay, I have to do it and I have to finish it somehow, but I want to have to get to the other step. If I don't get to the other step, I will not be able to move forward. You don't want to stagnate. Okay, you don't want to stagnate too much. You want to focus on one thing, but you don't want to stretch it so much that like you lose the momentum. You never want to lose the momentum, because once you lose the momentum, you have doubts, you have thoughts, limiting beliefs, which will come in between. And limiting beliefs and thoughts are something that you can decrease, but you can never let go of. We as humans will always have limiting beliefs and thoughts. We can never let those thoughts and belief go. Okay, so if you have been watching this till now and you have seen some weird shift, well, I'll confess that the camera stopped recording suddenly. Okay, probably less space happens all the time. Anyways, so I'm back now. If you have seen that weird stutter, well, that's what's gonna happen when you have very low space to record your videos on, obviously. Anyways, now all that is dealt with, let's continue with the point. Limiting beliefs and thoughts will never go, but you can decrease it to a certain extent. Anything that you have a limiting belief for, you can decrease it, but everything has its own way. So you have to find a way of decreasing it. Yet, whatever it is, don't stagnate. If you're doing something, don't wait for it to be perfect, or don't work till that point it is perfect. Because at certain point, if you see yourself not moving anywhere, and you see yourself working and working but not seeing any results, there will be moments where you'll be like, it's not happening. I don't know why. And there will be a moment, if you just stagnate too much and you don't go to the next step, you'll just start procrastinating more and more and saying that I'll do it yesterday. I did it yesterday. Now I'll do it tomorrow. Then I'll do it day after tomorrow. You'll start procrastinating. Don't do that. Okay. Try to keep that momentum, because once the momentum is there, you don't want to let go of that momentum until you have reached to a certain point where you are seeing the results. Then I think so you can take the risk of stagnating a little bit and making it perfect. But if you have not seen the results, start to keep the momentum. If you have not started, keep the momentum, keep going until you get the result. Once you get the result, you can stagnate a bit, try to make it a bit more perfect, or whatever it is that you want to do, bit more better. Okay, and once you have done all that, you can again start the momentum and everything. Because the thing is that when you start something, the biggest problem is that you don't see any results. And whenever you don't see results, you are automatically, discouraged. You will be like, I'm not seeing any results. Why the hell should I do this? What do you think YouTube? Many people who want to do something on YouTube, they'll go on YouTube, they'll start uploading videos, and they'll not see any results. They'll see 0 views, 0 subscribers, 0, 0, 0. And they'll be like, I have posted 20 videos, I've posted 30 videos. Still there are zeros. What the hell is happening? How the hell will I get the subscribers? How the hell will I get the views? And time goes, and to that point that they are not able to reach to a place where they are getting a lot of views or subscribers or anything. So see, work, keep the momentum. Don't try to make things perfect. Whenever, like even when it comes to video making and YouTube, like I know for a fact that my videos aren't the best thing out there. My setup isn't the best thing out there. You can see my setup. It's like this is the best I could come up with. Okay, my setup isn't the best thing. My camera isn't the best thing. The way I'm doing things is not the best thing, but it is something. Having something is better than nothing, or doing something is better than nothing. So getting started should not be an issue. Just get started. Does not matter what you have. Be innovative, get creative, start making it, start having that momentum, start building till the time you reach to a point where you're seeing the results. Don't try for perfection. I know that we look at so many YouTube videos out there. YouTube videos are something that I'm giving an example of, and we have seen a lot of YouTube videos, and the way they do it is so advanced, and then we'll be like, man, I want to make my first YouTube video like that. And then you will try to do everything, get the equipment, get everything, and want to make it perfect. And when you don't see the results, you'll be like, man, I'm not seeing the results, probably this is not for me. And you'll just not continue, you'll just drop down. Now, again, that's why I say having perseverance and determination is so important. If you don't have perseverance, if you don't have determination, you will not be able to continue down the path. You will just leave midway. And especially when you do the perfect thing, where you're trying to make things perfect, what's going to happen is that you're going to try to make things a particular way, but you possibly can't make it in a particular way because you have not reached the expertise. So don't wait for something to be perfect, just do it. Now, a solution that I have kept for a very long time for me when it comes to perfection, I would set a strict deadline on everything. If I'm doing something, I'd be like, I'm doing it and I'll complete it at this point exactly. If I don't complete it, I'm gonna do it right then and there. Okay, that is something that I do. Setting a deadline works like hell because you don't think about perfection, you're thinking about getting it done, and then afterwards you can improve on it once you see the results. If you're not seeing any results at all, still you can improve on it. You can improve on it then to make it perfect and then launch it or go to the next step. Do it, see it how it works, keep changing it and keep improving it. That's all. That is all there is to this thing. So that is what I do. Set a deadline. If you have that problem of perfectionism, trying to make things absolutely perfect, set a deadline to it. Let's say you're doing something and you want to finish it in a week. Okay, so set that deadline that I'm gonna complete this in a week. And if I don't complete it, I'll complete it right then and there, and I'll finish and I'll go to the next thing. I'll not try to make it perfect. That's what helps. Now, again, none of these solutions are foolproof. Obviously, it's gonna work differently for different people because everyone's different. Okay, so what you will see overall with a lot of people is that once you set the deadline, you will see that your momentum is not being you are not losing your momentum. That's a good thing, because if you lose that momentum, you're gonna feel that you're stagnating to the point that you might even feel like quitting. You don't want to quit, do you? You don't. So the only way you don't quit is through keeping that momentum, setting the deadline, no matter how worse it looks according to you, just put it up. That's what I did with my YouTube videos. I know my YouTube videos are not perfect, but still I was like, still it's something, and I have talked about it, just put it up. And with time you'll get used to it, and you will start seeing some progress, and you will start improving your method, based on your finances and how much time you can dedicate and all those things, fun things. Anyways, this is what I had to talk about in this video, and I think so this is going to be the end of this video. It was a pretty short video, I'd say, compared to what I usually do. I go for a half an hour video, and I don't know, people watch it through and through. I hope that they watch it through and through. I don't know. Anyways, so this one was a pretty short video. It's divided into two pieces for me now, so I have to go down the editing thing and make it into one piece. Anyways, so this is the end of this video. Take notes. If you have taken notes, good. If you have learned something from this, good. If you have become more aware, do let me know how you have become more aware and how you will be able to, how you will be tackling with this thing. If you have become aware, if you have gone through a breakthrough, something that just clicked in your mind, like, it makes sense, go down the comment box and tell me what that thing was, that breakthrough that you had. Okay, whatever it may be. It could be something related to me, it could be something related to the subject, could be something related to the video, whatever it is. I am all ears. Okay, so put it down in the comment box, comment it, like this video if you want to like it. Again, no pressure. If you want to get notified for my future videos, notification icon is there, all those fun things. Also, don't forget to check the description. In all of my descriptions, I do put my notes, the notes that I have made before putting this video up. Those notes I always put in my description box. Go check those notes out, copy it for yourself, make it your own learning that you want to make it. Check the PDF guides. I might have some new PDF guides now, I don't know. Check the PDF guide, take the PDF guides when you need it. And another thing, go down the Facebook group, join the Facebook group, get in touch with me, so you can help yourself and you can, be in a community of like-minded people. It's all about having the right kind of people around you. Environment is also very important. Think about that as well. Okay, don't think too much. think about that as well. Take that into consideration. Okay. At the end of the day, I'll say one thing to you: you are not alone. Seriously, you're not alone. There are thousands of other people who want this, who want to achieve the same things as you, or achieve something similar than you, and that is change. That is making your life better, having a better lifestyle, having control over your life, or what happens in your life. That is all everyone wants to achieve. Now, through what way and what thing that they want to achieve will be different for different people. Still, whatever it is, that is how it is. Okay, so I'll see you in my next video or podcast, whichever comes first. If you have not joined the podcast, I think so I have put a link for the podcast as well. See the podcasts. The topics are similar, but the way I talk is very different in both the podcasts, so you might have some new learnings there as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Always be self-aware. Always ask yourself these things, okay, whether you are making those excuses or you're doing it or not. Observe yourself. Okay, that's the last thing I had to say. Have a good day. Bye bye.